Hi, I'm Matt Ruland, Senior Product Manager on Lithic's Fraud and Authorization team, and we've shipped a lot this quarter. I'm really excited to share a roundup of new features with you for the first time in this format. Payments are getting faster, more programmable, and more connected. The place where all of this comes together is in the authorization. We'll be focusing on a handful of exciting releases that support authorization intelligence, Lithic's framework for programmable payment decisioning. Across the payment stack, we're incorporating context, permissions, and continuous risk signals into every step of the transaction lifecycle. Let's get started on some of those new releases. Introducing Fraud Essentials. Lithic's Fraud Essentials gives every program a baseline layer of fraud protection. No heavy lift to get started. You can set rules that trigger conditionally to block authorizations or cap velocity across card, account, MCC, country, and more. At Lithic, we believe that testing and analytics is core to a good fraud strategy. Shadow mode means that you can test a rule's real-world impact before it ever touches a transaction. Watch the analytics, build confidence, and then flip it live when you're ready. With Fraud Essentials, tokenization and 3DS just work. You get coverage of all the wallet's requirements and best practices out of the box, and a fraud model built on data from millions of authentications. Nothing extra for your team. Let's try out some of that rule creation, performance, and testing capability. If I'm running a business expense management program, I may want to have a rule that declines transactions above $500 per day for employees, except for the most senior leaders. Let's configure that rule across our program and test it in shadow mode, so we know how it will perform before pushing it live. Now, it'll take some time for transactions to run and understand how that rule performs. So let's look at an already active rule and understand how it's impacting approvals, declines, and challenges. You can also test an alternate draft of a rule in shadow mode and see how the performance compares against the live version of that same rule. These Fraud Essentials are available out of the box to every program on Lithic.